Wholeness and balanced vibrations. Today I'd like to talk about the I am. And the I am that came first, the ever-presence, the ever-available isness, the beingness. And how to simply refuse all the thoughts and stay in the I am. As we begin to understand or understand the I am, our own sense of being or eternal presence is extremely important, as on it rests the entire outcome of beingness. Firstly, are you aware of your beingness and the fact that you just are, and that you just have to be before anything else can be? Know that this is your sense of presence, the feeling of I am, and anything else that follows after that is fundamental to your beingness. Secondly, this sense of being or the feeling of I am is not the very first event or happening before any of the other living experiences could begin. Can you remember or go back in time to the moment when it first dawned onto you that you actually are as your I am? Because this I am always has been, is, and always will be, is your ever eternal presence, your ever availability. It was and still is the first thought. So I invite you to refuse all other thoughts and simply come back to rest, to the I am. And as we grasp this beingness or the I amness that is inherent to you, the more precisely and clearly will be your progress to self. As we start to establish ourselves in the I am and reject anything that is not in alignment with it. So let us establish ourselves in our very own sense of being and not deviate away from there. The very moment that you start thinking about anything else, you can rest assured that the I am has become muddied and less pure. So simply reject anything that is an add-on to the I am and rest only in the I am, away from any contaminants that do not go with it. Remember, you are the sky, the Akash is the I am. The rest are all thoughts passing through. And this enables us to persevere in separating the I am this from I am that, and just keeping ourselves in the eternal presence of I am. It's not as easy as it sounds, and as with any muscle, it takes some practice to build the muscle strength. You will need consistency and perseverance as your tools of success. And all you need to do is to separate the I am from the I am this, I am that, I am so forth and so on, ad infinitum. Because all those add-ons are masks, cloaks, roles, and simply add-ons that have been loaded onto you, by others, society, and conditioning. And all of these appendages on the I am may be of some value in your day-to-day living, but if your goal is for the eternal absolute, then these are just impure impediments and contaminants to the I am. And so you will have to separate yourself from the I am and keep in mind your own isness, your presence, or the feeling resting in the I am. After all, only the I am is certain. It is neutral. It is impersonal. However, everything stems from the I am. It is the root, the power point. So hold on to it and allow everything else to let go and let flow. And so right from the beginning, when you came to know that you are, to this day, when we're talking about the I am, and you still know that you are, all the add-ons have simply come and gone from your I am. But the I am itself, your soul self, has remained unchanged, and it is the only certainty of self. It is wordless. It is still. And the moment you come to know that you are, you did not know any words or any languages which came later. And based on this non-verbal I am, you could later on say verbally, I am in whichever language you were taught to believe in. And so from this tiny, minuscule I am, everything else emerged. Further knowledge grew. So all knowledge simply stems from the I am. It is absolutely the fundamental origin, the base, the root of everything. So hold on to that. Hold on to that I am and allow everything else to go. It is the totality of being. Remember I am, and that will be enough to heal your mind and take you beyond your mind. You are definitely sure that you are. Only then everything else is. And as I said, the I am lies at the very core base of everything, as the dot at the center of the circle. It is common to all, and the totality of beingness. It is the center of the sense of presence. It is the pure dot. And whatever comes after that adds on to the I am. Rest in the I am, as it is ever fresh, and all else is inference. And when the I am goes, all that remains is the absolute. And the sense of being is always there, fresh as ever. It never leaves you, it never has, and it never will. And it's always available. So at whatever stage you are in your life, it is stuck to you unchanged. Circumstances, for whatever the world is going through at the moment. Relationships, people, ideas, and so forth. Everything else has been changing, and so it is inferential, but the I am has remained and stood throughout all of this turbulence. It is like the lotus flower in the dirty water. And what will happen when this I am goes? What will remain then? What remains then is the void of the absolute. But at this moment, in this presence, I encourage you to give all of your attention to the I am as your timeless presence. Use your memory to go back in time to a stage when you just came to know who you are without any words describing you. This was a timeless place. Did you know who you are or who your parents are at that stage? Or your name? Did you know where you were? You knew none of these things because you were in a timeless, eternal presence. You did, of course, know space, which came with the I am, but not time, as this timeless presence applies to all. So let us return to this timeless, wordless I am, again and again and again, and hang on to the I am, and also go beyond it. Right now, all you ever have and all you will have is the I am. So hang on to it. It is the only means that you have to go beyond, to ascend, because there is nothing else. The I am simply came with you to identify with your body vehicle structure as you became an individual. But it's time now for you to go back to the I am, to transcend and be peaceful and happy. And holding on to the I am to the exclusion of everything else allows you to be in that presence as you grab hold of I am. Just observe its power through your breath. Observe its movements that created the world, along with which came all the turmoil and misery that you may have had to experience. Let it go and come back to the I am. Allow the I am to be in the I am, and that is when you will become still. We are immortal beings as freedom. But to have this freedom, we must remain in the sense of the I am. It is so simple, but it works. When we're born, the feeling of I am is dormant. It normally starts to appear at the age of about 3. Within it are the essences of the 5 elements that make up our body structure. The body, however, is limitation, and as long as the I am identifies itself with the body, there will be no chance of freedom, and death is certain. Eternity in immortality is possible only when you are free even from the I am. Judging from the enormous amounts of spiritual literature available these days, the understanding and abidance and transcendence of the I am appears to be too simple a practice for anyone. But it is so simple, and it works time and time and time again. The I am appears spontaneously on your true state. As I said, it is wordless, but can be used to go beyond. This sense of being came onto you without you willing it. It came on its own, without any questions. The I am serves as a means for going beyond towards your true state. I am is the door to your true state. So let's open the door. It very clearly qualifies as the port of entry through which you came into this world, and thus it qualifies as the way out as well. And there is no way out. Stay at it, and you shall see that this door is always open, because it was never closed. Are you awake? Are you aware? Rest in the I am for a sufficiently long enough time, and you will come to know your presence. You have been there before you can say I am, because the I am is the root cause of all self-reflections and appearances. There definitely was a substratum on which this knowledge of I am arose. It was a wordless feeling, of space, and the root of whatever you perceive. The I am is the link in the succession of events within your life. Conception, birth and infancy, these are all beginnings of your being where the I am lies dormant. Then there is a spontaneous appearance in the non-verbal feeling of the I am, normally around 3 years. The I am is built on a large structure of words, of ideas and of concepts, so on and so forth. But the pure I am is totally uncontaminated. The I am is an unbroken link throughout your life. So in any given moment, come back to it. Rest there. for there lies your true being, your true soul self. It is the sum total of all that you can perceive from your level of consciousness. It is time-bound. The I Am itself is also an illusion. You are not the I Am. You are prior to what was beyond the I Am. You are the absolute, the infinite, the Akasha. Wholeness and balanced vibrations.